Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Fire Anisimova versus Paolini, China Open 2025 QF preview and odds. The China Open 2025 has already given us electric moments, but few matches have fans buzzing more than the quarterfinal clash between Amanda Anisimova and Jasmine Paolini. It is not simply a contest of ranking points or a ticket to the semifinals. It's a clash of two players representing very different journeys. Anisimova, the American comeback star whose story has been one of resilience, and Paolini, the Italian spark whose career has blossomed into one of the WTA's most inspiring success tales. Both women have shown flashes of brilliance in Beijing, and now they collide on one of the world's biggest tennis stages. The stakes are clear: a semifinal berth, momentum toward the year's final stretch, and bragging rights in what promises to be a battle of contrasts. Power versus guile, risk versus patience, fire versus finesse. But who has the edge? And how do the betting odds reflect the complexity of this showdown? The roads that led here. Amanda Anisimova, the phoenix rising. A few years ago, Amanda Anisimova was touted as one of the future stars of women's tennis. With her 2019 French Open semifinal run, the world glimpsed her devastating ball striking, clean technique, and icy composure. But personal tragedy and mental health struggles pulled her away from the game. For many, her story was as much about survival as success. In 2024 and 2025, Anisimova made her way back, slowly but surely. Her return to the tour has been marked by ups and downs, but she has rediscovered her ability to hit winners from impossible positions. Beijing has felt like a turning point. She's been striking the ball with the authority of old, mixing aggression with newfound patience. Jasmine Paolini, the underdog who became a star. Jasmine Paolini's rise has been quieter, less hyped, but arguably just as remarkable. Standing at only 5 feet 4 inches in a sport dominated by power hitters, Paolini has often been underestimated. But her court coverage, resilience, and clever shot-making have made her one of the toughest players to break down. Her triumph at the 2024 French Open was proof that she's no longer just a scrappy fighter. She's a legitimate Grand Slam champion. In 2025, she has carried that momentum across surfaces, proving her clay court skills translate to hard courts as well. In Beijing, Paolini has looked sharp, showcasing her trademark consistency and a growing confidence in taking the ball early. Clash of styles. This quarterfinal pits two very different tennis philosophies against each other. Anisimova's style: flat, powerful ground strokes that penetrate the court. A high-risk, high-reward game. She can end points quickly but also gift errors. Prefers dictating rallies from the baseline, using her backhand as a weapon. Loves big stages. Thrives under pressure when her rhythm is flowing. Paolini's style: exceptional footwork and consistency. Counterpuncher mentality. Forces opponents to overhit. Prefers longer rallies, building points with patience and clever angles. Mentally tough, rarely gives free points. This contrast ensures fans will see a battle of power versus patience. If Anisimova's shots land, she can overwhelm Paolini. If Paolini extends rallies, she can frustrate the American into errors. Head-to-head history. While Anisimova and Paolini have crossed paths before, they've never met this deep into such a high-stakes tournament. Previous encounters have shown Anisimova's firepower troubling Paolini, but the Italian's persistence often keeps her competitive. The head-to-head is relatively balanced, with Anisimova winning their earlier matches on hard courts, but Paolini turning the tide on clay. On Beijing's medium-pace hard courts, both women will feel they have a fighting chance. Tactical breakdown. Keys for Anisimova. First strike tennis. She must dictate from the first ball, hitting deep and aggressive to prevent Paolini from settling into rhythm. Serve efficiency. Her serve can be streaky, but in Beijing, she'll need high first serve percentages to avoid long rallies. Controlled aggression. Winners are bread and butter, but cutting down on unforced errors will be vital. Keys for Paolini. Lengthen rallies. The longer the points, the more errors Anisimova is likely to make. Exploit movement. Drag Anisimova wide and force her into uncomfortable defensive positions. Mental toughness. Stay calm when Anisimova goes on hot streaks. Wait for the storm to pass. The psychological battle. Tennis is never just physical. It's mental warfare. Anisimova's mindset. She's still proving to herself in the world that she belongs at the top. That hunger can make her fearless, but it can also tighten her game when she starts missing. Paolini's mindset. She carries the calm of someone who has been underestimated her whole career. She thrives on proving people wrong, which makes her dangerous against bigger names. Expect momentum swings. Anisimova may blast through stretches of games, but Paolini's composure could turn the tide if the American falters. Betting odds and market analysis. Bookmakers see this as a fascinating clash. Amanda Anisimova, favorite odds around 1.70, minus 143, suggests confidence in her ability to dominate with power on a hard court. Jasmine Paolini, underdog odds around 2.20, plus 120, reflect her underdog status, but bettors know her grit and consistency can swing matches. Prop bets to watch. Over, under 21.5 games. Very possible this match goes a distance. Both players to win a set, a likely scenario given their contrasting strengths. Exact scorelines, a 3-set thriller, 2-1 either way. Feels like strong value. Prediction for bettors. If you favor safety, Anisimova straight win is logical. If you crave value, Paolini to win a set or full upset is tempting. Potential outcomes. Scenario 1, Anisimova dominates. If her shots are landing, this could be a relatively quick 2-set win. Something like 6-3, 6-4, where Paolini keeps rallies close but can't handle the firepower. Scenario 2, Paolini frustrates Anisimova. If Paolini drags a match into longer rallies, Anisimova's unforced errors might pile up. In that case, Paolini could win in 3 sets, grinding out a dramatic victory. Scenario 3, the epic battle. The most likely, a 3-set roller coaster. Anisimova's winners versus Paolini's consistency, leading to shifts in momentum, tense rallies, and maybe even a deciding set tiebreaker. The bigger picture. What it means for Anisimova. A quarterfinal to remember. When Amanda Anisimova and Jasmine Paolini step onto the Beijing court, the tennis world will watch a collision of 2 philosophies. Amanda's bold aggression against Jasmine's relentless defense. For fans, this is the kind of match that showcases the beauty of tennis. Unpredictability, contrasting styles, and the drama of high stakes. For bettors, it's a tightrope. The favorite has the power, but the underdog has the heart. No matter who wins, one thing is certain. This China Open 2025 quarterfinal showdown will not just be about points or rankings. It will be about resilience, belief, and the thrilling uncertainty that makes tennis one of the most compelling sports on earth. Prediction. Anisimova wins in 3 sets, 6-4, 3-6, 7-5, but expect fireworks. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.